Everybody, welcome to Sit and Sew. We're making the La Clarita, the hacked version. I am Suzanne Freeman from Belmore Boutique, and I have with me,
Kimberly from Puntillas Y Nudos.
and we have a special guest.
The lucky Liz who gets to sew with you today from Sew That Liz.
And we're all part of J&R Edwards strike team. So we just want to take some time today and sew up the La Clarita with the 1-inch box bottom hack that you can use as a stadium crossbody. So the first thing we'll do is go over some of the supplies you'll need. If you have the pattern, you're going to need 2 of the main sections. I did mine out of clear vinyl. These will be the same size as the pattern, and you only need 2 of them. You won't need a liner. And then you'll need one of the front pocket sections, but you want to make it 1 inch less on the sides and the bottom. So you'll end up, it'll be 2 inches less across and 1 inch less down. And this is just to account for the 1 inch that we are taking off of the bag with the boxed bottom.
Right.
We will also need 2 sections of zipper tape. The large one is going to be 10 inches. That's different from the pattern. It's shortened to make up for the 1 inch that we took off the box bottom. And the front one is 9 inches. And that is also shortened to make up for the smaller zipper pocket. We will need 4 of the zipper tabs from the pattern. You'll also need 2 D-ring connectors, not 1 D-ring connector. I'm using webbing today, but you can use the pattern and use it out of the fabric of your choice. You'll also need 2 D-rings and not 1 D-ring. And for your strap, you're going to need 2 swivel hooks and the heck are these things called? A slider.
Adjustable slider.
Slider. Woo, it went away all of a sudden. I'm using a 1.5 inch strap today, but you can use a 1 inch strap. You can do webbing. You can do, you can take the wristlet strap from the pattern and just extend it to whatever crossbody size you want. I'm using cotton webbing today because I think this is really nice for.
That is pretty.
Yeah, and also I like the cotton for when you're carrying something like a crossbody because it doesn't rub against your neck.
Mm-hmm.
I have that. I also have a little tag, my bag tag, and then 2 zipper pulls. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is clip the centers of each of my pieces because we're going to want to know where the center is of everything. So just at the top of each piece, you're going to clip it. I'm going too fast, yell at me.
So far, so good. So far, I'm keeping up. Liz, would you consider yourself a fast or slow sewer?
I consider myself pretty speed demonish. You know, I don't have a whole lot of patience.
You will keep up with Suzanne just fine.
I try not to do that. I told Kimberly, my machine only has 1 setting. And I mean, now the foot pedal has a setting, but I mean, I'm just not very good at it. So I end up just trying to go slow and then end up going fast.
Yeah, my machine has a speed slider, so I can actually incrementally adjust it like wherever I want on there. And
Yeah.
so my foot is floor to the like pedal to the floor, relying entirely on that speed setter. And I'm like, zoom, nope, too far. Nope, too far.
I used to have a machine similar to Kimberly, and it has like what I would call the top stitching speed, where you can flip a little thing and it will put it into like a slower speed, which I used to use for top stitching to make myself not go fast.
Hmm.
But I don't have that anymore, so it's
I
no holds
think
barred.
you had the fancier version than mine because mine doesn't have that.
Oh yeah,
Mine
I had
is like,
the electronic one.
oh yeah, no, mine is like super janky. I love it though.
That's okay. I upgraded
She
to
lets me push her limits.
That's my favorite thing to do. Will you sew this?
Let's find out.
No, I did. I wound a bobbin. You'd be so proud of me. That way
Wow.
we're not playing bobbin chicken for the whole time.
Oh, I'm playing Bob and Chicken today.
Okay, so as everybody's clipped their centers, the next thing we're gonna do, so we all don't do dumb things, is we're gonna put our zipper pulls on our zipper.
Yeah.
And I was watching Kim Azcona got this cool zipper jig from that W company I can never pronounce.
Wawa.
Wallach. Wallach.
Well,
And I was like, girl, I just muscled that thing on there. But a zipper jig might be cool to have, especially one that folds up like that.
I haven't seen hers.
She did a
I have
video for
this
it.
fancy one.
Oh wow.
I can't figure it out though.
Well, that she was apparently flipping a bent fork to her table,
Mhm.
and they sent her their version of it, so she didn't have to clip a fork to her table anymore.
Very sweet.
Yeah, go look at
that's
her.
pretty awesome.
Go look at her page for the video. It's pretty funny. All right, so once you have your zippered on your zipper tape, I'm gonna burn mine because that one's fraying a little.
Fire.
Fire. I need a new one. This is actually going well tonight. The other night, it was like no flames whatsoever. Okay. And we can put both of our zipper ends on while we have them. And I like Kimberly's method. So I have we both have similarly fussy machines. So she did a tri-fold on her. So the top.
Yeah, when I'm working with vinyl, I don't like too much bulk. So I just do one fold over. So I have one raw edge at the bottom and then the top one folded under.
Which is super cool. So you might have to,
Yeah.
if you do that way, you're gonna have to trim down your zipper tab a little bit, but I am using scraps of, I think this is Maggie Mayhem vinyl.
I love Maggie Mayhem.
Though that entire line was my favorite. I still have some toxicity that I just refuse to cut into. I love that entire line.
Oh, well, when you run out, let me know because I have quite the stash upstairs.
Oh, do you?
It's very adorable too, because my nephews used the bag that I made. I made a tote bag for them, one of the clear totes, and that was the bottom of the bag. And I made her two of them. One of them was another type of vinyl, and one of them was Maggie Mayhem. And he's like, "This one looks brand new, and this one, the vinyl color is rubbing off." Like, there we go. She's my official wear and tear tester.
Love that.
I was just trimming the back of my zipper tabs because with that tri-fold, it's too long. All right, are we ready to sew?
I was born ready.
I'm like trying so hard to like keep it together so that I'm at your speed that I already know like you guys are gonna be done before me.
Well, I'm also chain stitching them.
Yeah.
Because my machine likes it better when it's got a piece in it already.
Don't you use leaders and enders? Were you
I should, but I'm lazy.
okay?
You know how it be. This is why I can never make sewing videos, because I'd be like, well, don't do it this way. Do it the right way. Yes, I've seen people that use those beginner and under things. The reason that my machine does not like to start there is because I tried to sew something that was way too thick and I tried to force it through my machine and the needle bent and caused a little burr on my metal plate here. And I filed it down, but every once in a while it still gets caught.
Yeah. I have one of those.
Yeah, we all do, because we've all forced things. Not embedded our machine. I had no business sewing it.
That's because we both had that mentality. Like, is it gonna sew? I don't know. Let's find out.
Yep.
You're going to do what I want you to do.
There's a phrase that begins with an F that mess around and find out. I do that a lot. The end result is usually disastrous. Especially if it's the first time I made a pattern. I usually try to like make the pattern to its specifications because I'm not good at math, so I'm not going to try to mess with math until I see how it's made the first time, and then I'll mess with math. But so sometimes I end up sewing something, following the pattern, and realize that was a bad choice. Either the material I picked was too much, there was too many layers, I should have modified it somehow, and I didn't. And instead of like calling it off and just modifying it, I'm like, let's see what happens. Hence the
Just go
burr.
with it.
I don't know what I'll do if I ever get like a real machine. That'll be like crazy. Know what to do with myself.
See if it sews through metal.
Oh man. Look, it went through my finger. Look, guys,
Okay.
Ryne sent me a sticker. It says, "That's what I do. I drink coffee. I hate people, and I know things."
I love it.
And it's a cat drinking coffee. All right, how you guys making out?
I am done. I'm just cleaning up my
In the ends off.
my little ends.
Okay, so now we're gonna mark the centers, and some people snip them, but I've heard, I have not witnessed, but I've heard that they fray if you do that. So then I've started marking mine with a leather marking pen or some other marking pen so that they won't fray. Because I don't want to get this bag back with a broken zipper in it.
Let me use something darker.
I'd be using my thread zapper so that it cinches it while it cuts it at the same time.
Ooh.
Got the fancy tools.
Mm-hmm.
Shopaholics.
Okay. Let me know when you're done. Market centers.
I'm ready, Freddie.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna take first our front zipper pocket, the shortened version. And we're gonna line the center up with the snip that we made and clip it in place. The zipper is face down. And you're gonna line the top end of the face down zipper with the top end of the front zipper panel. And this is the same as it is in the pattern. This is not my modification yet. The only thing is it's gonna be slightly shorter.
Right.
So you're gonna have about 3/4 of an inch on each side. Maybe a whole inch. If I estimate. And then once you have everything clipped together, you're going to sew it with the seam allowance that's in the pattern. And backstitch at the beginning and end. Trying to slow, so slow. This doesn't work. And you want to cut the or seam zap or whatever, thread zap the thread
The
really
hilo, the thread.
close because you can see everything on a clear bag. So this is what your panel should look like now. This is dangerous clear vinyl because I just want to sing the entire time and no one wants to hear me sing. See, Liz is already singing it. You're all singing it. Because look at narwhals. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna fold the zipper back, and we're gonna clip it in place and top stitch along as close to that other line that we just made.
We did this part differently as well. Liz, when you're top stitching clear vinyl, do you have like any tricks that you do?
I am not a clear vinyl expert. I usually avoid it at all costs.
Really?
But it's so pretty, so I buy
It's
it. So I have
so
quite a
pretty.
collection.
That you
I
avoid
like
it.
I pull it down so far so that the seam or like the part that we already sold is like right up at the top because I don't want to see it at all.
And honestly, I'm using this variegated rainbow zipper tape, and I'm also using fairy floss thread, and you can barely see it. It just sort of disappears into the zipper.
I saw someone's like sewing trick that they like to use gray hilo, gray thread.
I didn't
And
realize
they,
what color that was.
yeah, and then it like blends in with everything. Like
Mhm.
I need to try that one day.
I do. Yeah, gray. I have gray and grayish. I saw that. I was like very impressed.
Yeah, it was very cool.
Look, I'm just here to represent the people who are afraid of clear vinyl.
Do not fear the clear vinyl. It is
Exactly.
wonderful. Kimberly and I have two of the cheapest machines on the market.
Yeah,
Like literally walk into Joann's, come home with a
and
machine.
you can pick it up. Yeah,
Yeah, like you can order it ahead of time on the Joann's app if you can. Like that's how cheap the machine is. And we are sewing clear vinyl, so don't be afraid. I just have my secret is the Teflon foot. It stays on my
Teflon
machine.
foot, the tension all the way up as far as your machine can handle it. And if you have sticky vinyl, which J&R's vinyl isn't sticky. Like I haven't had any issues with it sticking to my bed, but if you do, you could put Teflon sheet at the bottom. You can use tissue paper,
Painter's tape.
painter's tape. Yep.
And also you just use a real soft touch. Don't mash it into your machine. But yeah, this is clear PVC from J&R Edwards, and it's not sticky. It's stiff, but it's not sticky. I prefer the PVC over the TPU, but that's my personal preference. I know there are a lot of people on the team that prefer TPU over PVC. Just how how you prefer to work with your material. So, all right. So, pick whichever of your main panel you want to be the front. I mean, they should both be the same, but if they're not, pick which one you want to be the front.
I'm using Watercolor Woman. I'm obsessed with this design. I love it so much.
It is beautiful. Okay, so you are going to, I'm going to measure this for the.
Yeah, I'm measuring today.
Just because it is different than the pattern because it's going to be an inch shorter. I mean, you can use the same measurement as in the pattern, but I'm gonna measure it to make sure. Okay, so I flipped it upside down, and mine is 3 inches. The end of my zipper tape is 3 inches from the top of the back panel, or the main panel, I should say. So I have it flipped upside down like this, and from this part of the main panel to the bottom part of my zipper is 3 inches. And the good thing about slightly sticky clear vinyl is it stays in place when you hold it like this. It didn't really go anywhere. I do use 2 clips at the top to keep it. You can use double-sided tape if that's your thing. If you hate double-sided tape, don't use double-sided tape. Just go rogue like I do. And then you're going to stitch this into place using the same seam allowance that they refer to in the pattern when you're attaching it. be a lot of people that actually know how to sew watching this video just cringing at me. Like, what are you doing?
You're doing great.
I don't know. Sometimes I like to give my machine a running start. Wonder if we had any more special guests show up today.
I'm going to pull my threads to the back and tie them off.
I swear, 90% of this bag is just trimming threads. Just making sure.
I'm sorry, my dog is going crazy right now.
I forgot to mention, if you have a preference on what side you want your zipper to be on, you should make sure that you do that before you sew it on. I
Oh,
do
yeah.
it for my preference, but and if you want them both facing the same direction, you know, the second zipper we sew on, I'll hopefully remind you to look at it again. Sewing tutorials. And while I'm waiting for you guys, I am going to put my little sewing tag on because I never remember to do that. And then I look at the bag at the end and I keep all my hardware in a little cubby like this. And then there's
Yeah.
always something left over and I'm like,
There's
okay.
always something left over. Like,
Oh my,
oh, my tag.
This cute little woven label is what it is.
Always. I don't know how many like bags I have out in the world that have no tag, no mention of me at all. I always forget it.
Ever since I got these cork ones from Warehouse Industries, I am much better about putting them on because I bought these and I think they're so awesome. And
yeah, those are beautiful.
it's like, you know, it's like the Louis Vuitton, you know, like, look, see, the Billmore boutique. Everybody wants one. Okay. Are we to the next step yet?
Yeah. Up there, Jamal snips. Okay.
All right. So now that you've sewed it on, you're going to flip it down and line it up so that your zipper is parallel to the bottom of the bag. So don't do it too far this way and don't do it too far this way. Line it up so it's nice and even. And then you can clip it, tape it, hold it, whatever you need in place. It should be, I'm gonna clip this real quick to show you. So we're not doing, you could do a full pocket like the original pattern. But what I was afraid of is when you box the bottom and the side, your pocket would go around the side as well. And you know, inevitably you're going to get a penny or something stuck in there. And it's going to be frustrating. And I just don't want people to put up with that. You can do that. But there should be like almost an inch left on all the sides of your bag now so that you can box it. You're going to start at one side and go down and across the bottom. And I use about 1/4 to 1/8 of an inch seam allowance because you can see it and you don't want too much overhang. You can't trim it. Sometimes it's really hard to see. where your line is on clear vinyl.
I know, and I'm using like the clear one for my
Yeah.
front pocket because I don't want to take away from this design, and I had lost it earlier when I went to go grab it.
And free with every project is cat hair. Look at how slowly and carefully I sewed that.
So faster than me.
That's how slow it go. I even made sure I didn't get my little tag caught in there because I've been known to do that. This is so cute. Love this vinyl and this variegated rainbow zipper tape is just the cutest. And it's like the way I lined it up, there's like double narwhals now on the front.
Cute.
All right, let me know when you're ready to move on.
I'm just tying off my kilo.
You should have been here for the first video we did.
Y'all have fun.
That
great.
one was a lot of distractions.
It was the day after the earthquake, so we were still like, ah. Just imagining all the people from California, like, that's funny. That's cute, guys. You had an earthquake.
I love it. It's so cute. All right, I'm ready.
All right, how you doing, Liz?
Oh, I'm getting ready to attach my pocket to the front panel. Don't wait for me.
Okay, so next we're gonna prep our D-ring tabs. So if you're using webbing like I am, I'm just gonna sew a little line of stitching there. If you're making it from the pattern, you're gonna do it the way the pattern tells you to do it. So I'm just gonna sew mine real quick.
I have mine done already.
Oh, so fancy.
I have
Good
prepped
sight.
it.
I mean, I will say that this is the first time that I've ever tried to make this bag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a cute one. It's a cute one. This
You're
is like the
making
one that I
one,
make the most in the summer.
Yeah.
Because I use it, I mean, oh, it's so pretty. I have this one that Ryne made for me, and this is
Aw.
the original. And I use it like this is like my everyday. I keep my wipes in the front. I keep Pampers on the inside or like any of my kids' things. But in the summertime, it's used as a pool bag, a beach bag. I make it all out of waterproof or clear or both. Um, and it's just always like, and then I end up giving it away in the summertime. Just here, you need this, you like it? Here, just take it. I make it so much in the summertime.
And that's why I have none left.
Right.
I do the same thing. I'm like, oh, you like it? You can have it.
Just take it. I'll make another one. And it goes perfect with the tote that you make too.
Yeah. It's like my tote's best friend.
Yeah.
I like them. I like keep them together.
See, that'll have to be my next
Probably.
tackle.
Yeah, I
That's
have to
probably
make that
my
one.
next my other strike with this is going to be my tote, so we can have a matching set.
Cute. I'm actually thinking about coming out with because I use it with wipes so much, just an SVG cutout for the different wipe shape for that front pocket.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I like
And
it.
just send it out because I mean I should. I use it so much for that purpose. So that'll happen eventually.
That's
That'd
my
be great
kinda
for a concert
language.
too, where you're just like, would you like a wipe?
Just a drink.
Would you like a wipe? You'd be the highlight of the concert. Okay, so when you're making a crossbody bag, you can put these connectors in a few different places. The pattern calls for them on the side like this. If you know my sister, she loves to take every bag I make and stuff it so full, that if I put the tabs on the side like this, what would happen is when she puts all that stuff in the bag, it's gonna pull like this and just either
Destroy.
the bag is gonna rip or the side is gonna rip or whatever, and it's gonna be ugly. So if you have customers like that, I would suggest putting them up top. So that way, when you're done, they're up here and not on the side. But it's your personal preference. And whatever you feel comfortable making and whatever you feel like your clients or customers would prefer, I'm gonna put mine on top. But I think
I'm gonna
Kimberly's
put mine on
puts yours on the side. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna put mine on the side.
So if you're putting it on the side, put them in the same place that it mentions in the original pattern for the wristlet strap, but put them on both sides at that distance. If you are putting them on the top, I like to put mine on the back of the bag. So when you open the zipper like this, the straps are here, and then there's no straps to get in the way of you pulling open the zipper. So I'm going to attach the zipper, the front zipper first, and then before we attach the back zipper, hopefully I remember to put the D-rings on because I don't know where to put them until the zipper's so. So I am going to line up my zipper. Make sure the zipper is going the same way as the zipper below it. It just looks better. It's easier to get into. So it's going to the left on my bag. And then you're going to clip it in place. Zipper side down, top edge lined up with the top edge of the back panel. This part is still the same from the pattern. And you're going to sew it into place using the seam allowance from the pattern.
This bag is gonna be so freaking cute.
I love when you're like halfway through a bag and you're like, oh,
You gotta stop and just admire it.
you're like, this is great.
This is mine.
I always say that too. This one's mine, and then it's
I
not.
say that to every single one of them. Even the ones I know are not mine.
I might keep this and make another one. I'm glad it's not just me. Half the time, the ones that are mine end up not being mine.
Yeah.
Okay, so now our zipper is sewn on the front. And we're gonna fold it down with the seam allowance pressed toward the bottom of the bag so we can top stitch the zipper. Where my mouth was going with that one.
Liz, do you snip your threads really close or do you pull them to the back?
It depends on the material. So if I'm on vinyl or anything like waterproof canvas, I usually pull them to the back. If it's on cotton, then I just back tack and snip it really close.
Oh, I just ripped mine. Dang
I'm top stitched. I know I went very fast, even though I was trying to go slow.
it. You're like,
Someone watching this video that knows how to sew is internally or externally cringing at that, whatever the word.
Fine.
I don't know, sometimes you just need a running start, you know, like get through some of this stuff. I love that the people are like, it's fine, just go slow. I'm like, yeah, that's not in my vocabulary. I try to
I
go
don't know
slow.
what that means.
I do. I have hand cranked a few times over some things that were sketchy, like extra sketchy. Okay. So while you're finishing that, I am going to try to figure out where I'm putting my strap tabs. So if you're making them on the top, I lined up my zipper with the center mark, and then I just put them right inside the zipper here. And I can trim these. I made them extra long because I didn't know what I was doing with them. I'm going to clip them to the back and I'm going to base them in place, but I needed to get a measurement as to where they go. So I guess we could actually just measure these instead of eyeballing them. They're 1 3/4 from the side of the vinyl to the leading edge of the. Oh, on both sides, look at that. Evenly. Yeah, 1 3/4 from the side of the vinyl to the leading edge of the webbing. And I have them about 1/2 inch overhang. And then I'll trim them once I base them in place.
Now, if you're doing it from the side, I don't like Shrek ears on my bag.
Yeah.
So
So
do
you can put them as
you,
close or as far as you use your personal preference want.
I'm just trying to envision, I think I should pull it in.
So remember your seam allowance is going to be the same as the one in the pattern. So don't do it too short.
I think this bag is going to have all of the rainbow. So here's my
I
outside.
love it.
Wow. Wow.
Love it.
No pun intended. All right. So I cut mine down. They're not exactly even with I do leave like a little quarter of an inch just so they don't like fray and get stupid. So these this particular clear vinyl narwhals was designed by my cousin Jessica Catania of Mythical Mischief.
And
Really hard
we
to
should
say.
drop her link in the comments because her shop is so cute.
Is the cutest stuff.
She has the
Yeah,
best stickers.
her alien cat, obsessed with it. And then she also does the crochet characters.
Yes.
I got a little octopus from her.
I have a dragonfly, which is
Aww.
strangely large. It's like the size of this bag. It's so cute. And it sits on my little sewing desk with me. And
In
she's
my
really
old setup, I had the octopus hanging out with me here, but because I moved, I put a lot of stuff away, and I'm like, I don't want this to get lost. I don't want it to get ruined.
right.
That one's in a bag, but when I get my new spot,
Nice.
it'll come back now. Oh my goodness, George.
So the cute thing about her art too is if you like it on fabric, you can go to her website and she's got pins and stickers and she's coming out with all sorts of stuff. She just sent me a thing today to make bottle opening magnets, like magnets that are bottle openers with all her art on it. Keychains and everything. So it's kind of cool. So if you're going to make a present for someone and use something like this that she made, you can get like a whole bunch of other coordinating artwork stuff to go with it. It makes a really cute like gift for somebody. So now that I'm done with my D-ring tabs, I lined my zipper face down, right sides together with the remaining back panel. So I have it all clipped into place. And I'm going to sew it in place with the seam allowance that is in the pattern. Yes, look at yours. It's so cute. I love it. We're all doing rainbowy sort of things. I feel like rainbow stuff is just summer.
I just love rainbow. So
I know,
it's always going to be rainbow.
Yes.
My default when doing anything like this is just this rainbow zipper tape. I got like 10 yards of it.
Oh my God.
The bright from Alma of So Awesome Supplies. Just stocked up. I use it on everything. I have her rainbow with like the light colored rainbow teeth, and I have it with the black teeth, and I have it in pastel, and I have it in bright.
I love it.
I use it on everything.
Wow.
That's my favorite thing about her shop is because she has so many colorful bright options. I feel like her style and my style are very similar.
I finally caught a live sale and thought it was the best thing ever.
Oh my God, her sales are so much fun.
Liz is like, I'm working, and else I thought you were working.
She was
I
like, I
finally
can
got my
grab something
rainbow.
for you.
Aw. I finally got my rainbow rotary cutter from her.
Oh my gosh, me too.
Me
I
too.
used it today for the first time. It's so good. Now I just need rainbow scissors.
All right, I'm gonna give you guys a chance to catch up real quick because I need to go find a charger for my phone. BRB.
Yeah,
Can
Suzanne
you?
was like, hey, Alma's having a sale. Do you want to like participate in this thing? She's doing some chains. And I was like, oh,
I was
cool.
I was literally cleaning, like scrubbing my bathroom tiles and like reaching out of the tub just to like type in what I wanted.
I was working and Suzanne was like, I can grab you one if you want me to. And the next thing I know, I'm like, yeah, no thanks. I've already started a basket. And it's
All
gonna
the
have
rest
to be
of it was
upgraded.
in my basket. And I was like, working? I hope you weren't in a meeting. She's on the side, like, what?
It's fine, it's fine, it's totally fine.
Okay, good. All of a sudden my phone popped up. It was like, you've killed your battery. I'm like, ah.
Oh yeah, I'm everywhere somewhere here like 9% or something.
Yes, but I'm recording this, so we could have a disaster like we did the first time. All right, so now I'm gonna fold my seam allowance down toward the bottom and top stitch along this edge.
You gave us a head start and I'm still at the same spot.
Sorry. I do actually have to be careful enough to keep my D-rings out of the way while I'm doing this.
Can't believe I'm doing this entire thing without double-sided tape. Beth's ripping off on me.
I'm so proud of you.
I usually am always using double-sided tape, but not for the clear vinyl. I feel like it's
I feel like you can see through it.
you can see it. Yeah, I don't like to. And then I just imagine like with a lot of use, probably like rogue dirt getting stuck to it or something, and then it grosses me out.
You take it to the beach.
Yeah, and there's like grains of sand in there. Like, no, thank you. I don't want to vomit today. It's fine.
You know what I forgot? My hair dryer.
So did I.
I tried to remember that this time around, so I don't have to go hopping up the stairs again. Maybe
After I finish this top stitch, I'll grab mine.
Okay. While you guys are look, I'll give you another chance to catch up. I'm gonna go huff it upstairs and get my hair dryer. So once we
Yeah, I'm gonna join you actually. I need to get mine too.
Hold down the fort, Liz.
Cool. I didn't know I was going to be in charge today. That's awesome.
You can talk to the people with your amazing voice.
Aw, thanks. Oh my gosh, I can't stand it. Like I listen to myself back on video sometimes and I'm like, oh, do I really sound like that? That's
No, you
not good.
can get stuck with my like nasally voice.
Well, it's because I'm being very calm and not excitable right now. If I was excitable, then my like Texartucky accent would come out and I'd be talking 5,000 miles a minute. And
I love it.
y'all, I say y'all. What do I mean? Y'all's the thing.
I actually say y'all a lot too. Unless I mean I text it a lot, but I think I say yeah more. So cute. All right, I'm gonna go run up and get my hair dryer too. Tag you're it.
Oh, good. I have a supervisor. You didn't leave me alone. Thank you.
Hi, welcome to Liz's channel now.
I mean,
Liz.
there's no telling what shenanigans would come out of this. There is
Like and
no telling.
subscribe.
I have a YouTube channel. There's legit nothing on it yet, but it's there.
Everybody watched my mouth not work there just then. Oh my goodness.
I feel like it would be fun to do like videos and recordings, like an ASMR sewing sort of thing, only like me and the random things that come out of my mouth when I'm sewing.
See, I give Beth all the credit for making
Yes.
sewing videos, because the one time I tried to do a live sew in the group and it was just bad. I mean, this is our second try, so we know now what we did incorrectly the first time. We got a second shot at it.
I
But
didn't
yeah, me
think your
making that,
video was bad.
it was just so awkward. And then I screwed up like 3 or 4. How many chartreuses have I made? And I'm still like, I don't know how to do this part. Oh my God. Yeah, I did. Just my brain took a hiatus for a second. Which is why I'm convinced that it also not be good on a quiz show, because you're always like sitting on your couch going, 5 Athens. Why don't you know it's Athens? And then you get up there and you're like, so, all right, we're gonna go through the next part because I'm sure people are sick of hearing from me. Make sure your zipper is at least part way open, because especially if you have a locking zipper, because you're gonna need it after this. And you're gonna line up the top and the bottom of your sides and your bottom and clip them into place, right sides together.
I'm gonna use one of my new tags that I got made. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it says "I get cute."
Aw,
It has little flowers, it's rainbow letters.
yes, and if you're gonna put a tag in your side seam, now's the time to sew it in. I did it earlier because I forget. But then you also run the risk of sewing it into your side pocket or your front pocket, like I almost did. And so we are going to box the bottoms, but I had this conversation with another pattern designer. Not that you're not both pattern designers, but we didn't have this conversation. Kathy Caudill from Dill Handmade. And I said to her, she made some templates and she said, I didn't include the boxed bottoms on the templates. And I said, why is that? And she said, because I sew it together first and then cut the boxed bottom out, because it almost never lines up right when you cut the boxed bottom out of something first and then sew it together. Like whether you're just a little off in your seam allowance, or like one side of your material is bulkier than the other, or whatever the case may be, you're just spastic like I am. You know, and so ever since then, I've been trying to sew my seams first and then do the box bottom. Because she's right. It lines up better when it's all
so
together.
smart. Yeah, I'm obsessed with her.
I love her
She
pattern.
is like, I feel like she's like top tier pattern designers. Like she's like my goal.
I told her the other day, I was like, your patterns are like my comfort patterns. Like if I'm like, I just need
Yeah,
so, and I need to not like stress about how it's put together because her patterns are so well written.
they're so well written.
Every piece has like she lays out all the whole bag and tells you this part is this pattern piece. So you can plan ahead of time like what fabric you want in what place. And I just love that. It just makes it a lot easier to plan, especially for people like you and I that have fussy machines and
Hmm.
put certain things in certain places. That's very helpful. All right, so you're going to sew down one side across the bottom and up the other side using the same seam allowances in the pattern. We're going to keep it simple.
One second.
I was pushing down pretty hard on that. And it still didn't stick to my bed. I have a pretty big metal plate. So that helps. I probably would stick to the plastic if I pushed on that part. Try not to.
You know what? I wonder too if I have a seam guide from Alma shop, So Awesome
No.
Supplies. Like
Yeah,
I wonder
you know
if
what?
that,
Yes. I have the same thing.
yeah,
It's
I
like
wonder
that.
if that also helps with it.
Yeah, definitely. It's
There you
basically
go, multi-purpose.
look, it's basically like having painter's tape on your bed. That's
Hmm.
up, it's on my bed up until it hits the metal part.
Yeah, same.
I'm not gonna zoom in on mine because it needs to be replaced.
No, I lost that
The colors are still distinct
a
enough that I
chicken
know.
bobbin.
Oh, you
No,
lost it?
I lost.
Oh
I
no.
totally forgot that I
How long were you sewing with air?
um like 5 inches. That sucks.
The whole bag. Yeah, that is a good point because as I'm doing this, I'm like, yep, that's what it's guiding me right over this. Is it's basically the same as having washi tape or painter's tape on your paint.
Oh, let me move this.
So if you guys want it, this is what it's supposed to look like before it's worn to death. But this is a seam guide from So Awesome Supplies, and it's made out of washi tape. So that's right on my machine as it leads up to the metal plate, and that's genius, Kimberly. I'm sure that's why my clear vinyl is not sticking. I've never had a problem with it.
Yeah, I've never had any issues with it too. And it helps you with your allowances, obviously. I love that. I love it so much. And it's rainbow.
And it's random.
And it's rainbow.
You know how we love rainbows. I'm gonna go get my 1 inch box bottom guy. I have a theme guide.
Let's see if I can tie off this tiny little halo. Oh, that's the worst to sew with air with clear vinyl. I hope I can match up my holes enough so that I don't compromise the bag.
What happened?
I'm just saying, like, it sucks to sew with air with clear vinyl. I'm hoping that I can
Oh,
line it
yeah.
up enough.
Yeah. You can always throw some heat at it too.
Yeah, when I flip it, it'll, but still.
So I have oh, you can't see because of the reflection, but I have this template.
Oh, cool.
That box bottoms. This is the Geeky Helper from Wizardry Stitchery. I got a long time ago. It's got all the stuff on it, like, but I don't use
It
anything.
has like the ruler templates too, no?
Yeah, and it's got the pocket templates, and then
Oh,
also
cool.
it's got the thing for doing rivets,
Mhm.
double, single, whatever. I legit never use them. I eyeball my rivets.
Susie.
That I can't do that one. That one makes me crazy because I'm like, I can do it, no
If
problem.
I'm
And then
doing
I
double
end up
rivets, I know. If I'm doing double rivets, I do try to use a tool. But if I'm just doing one rivet,
yeah.
Good Lord, it takes me like 15 minutes to do a single rivet.
Oh my goodness.
Because and my grommets, you should see me. I am trying to get perfect.
Grommets are they're tricky. That had a learning curve for me. But I mean, now I'm like, boom, boom.
There's so many people doing grommets now. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm seeing.
I do too because I had to buy $50 worth of grommets.
Oh my
Just to
God.
make sure it's truth.
I mean, I don't
I
know
need
what
to
to
get
tell
free
you.
shipping, Liz. That's
I
okay.
had bought so many grommets when I was doing the hack for this one to make it a school binder bag.
Mhm.
I have so many grommets and all different sizes because I'm like, I need to find the right. I thought that maybe the little ones wouldn't fit in a binder ring, but it does. If you're wondering.
In case you're wondering, you could also. That's what I love
You're
about
fine
this
with
bag.
a tiny
You
one.
can do literally anything with this. It's such a good base for messing
Yeah.
around. Okay. I usually use my rotary cutter, but I use my really sharp scissors instead. So cut out the boxed corner. My ring light all of a sudden got warm. Weird. I didn't change the color. And then you're gonna press them together. And I don't like to butterfly clear vinyl. I nest my seams like that. So I'm gonna nest them. Just make sure that the bottom seam is nested in the same direction on the other side. So your bag sits flat and is not like, because I've done that before too. Failure is a great teacher.
Right.
They're not failures, they're learning experiences.
There you go.
I'm like, oh, nope, didn't do that right. Won't do that again.
It's experimentation.
Okay, so I clipped both of my corners and we're gonna sew over using a 3/8 of an inch seam allowance. And you can bind this bag if you want on the inside if you don't like those like
Ridges.
seams. I don't, just because you can see it, and I don't know. I prefer the totally. I'm putting a second line of stitching right 1/8 of an inch away from the first line of stitching because my sister does have one of these bags that she uses. She brought it to the Phillies game the other day, and she was like looking at her pictures of her at the game, and I'm like, it's the stadium bag I made you. And I'm like, hold it up. But she said that the one corner was kind of coming apart. So I was like, well, how much stuff you got in it? But yeah, so I'm just gonna put 2 rows just to make sure. I don't keep a lot in my bag. I am no longer the mother of young people. So the people in my party are responsible for carrying their own stuff. So I try to go out with a fairly light bag. But
Yeah.
I do remember the days in which I had to carry everything. So I get it.
Yeah, if
Sometimes
I have to stuff my bag, just leave that bad boy open. Like, or I make my kids just carry their own things. You just want to wear book bags today? I made them giant small backpacks.
Aw,
Yeah, and that's what they use.
that's so cool.
It's the perfect like toddler backpack size too.
I love the oxymoron of it all.
Giant small.
small backpack.
Giant small.
They're just regular size. I'm just trimming the edge a little bit so there's no sharp corners sticking out, because even though I line them up almost perfectly, there's always inevitably that little bit that sticks out. And that'll be the thing that goes under your nail when you reach down in your bag for something.
Oh my god.
You know it. You're like, ah! Okay. Oh. Boxed. Everything's inside out. While you guys finish that, I'm gonna go zap this with a hair dryer to turn it inside out. So that's one of the biggest differences between PVC and TPU. TPU is less rigid, and you can pretty much turn it inside out without heating it, but PVC
Yeah, it's
is
much more
not.
pliable.
You definitely need to zap it with some heat. I use a hair dryer. And that you don't want to get it creased and then it gets really weird looking. So don't be lazy. That's one thing I'm not lazy about. I do actually like use heat to turn it. Otherwise I'm like, so I'm going to put you on mute for a minute so I can go do this without hurting everybody who's wearing headphones.
I'm gonna sew these boxed corners. I just want to make sure, let's see, this is going that way, this is going that way. Let me catch this one. Okay.
I may not be sewing the hacked version, but I'm sewing my first La Clarita.
I can't wait to see yours. You picked some really good fabrics.
It's a kit from J&R Edwards that I've had in my to-do pile for ever.
Nice.
And I'm finally doing it.
Yay.
because kits are awesome. Look at Suzanne's bag.
Oh my goodness, how freaking cute. It's so cute.
You want to send that one to me, right?
Right? I love it.
You're
Oh,
still
you're still
muted,
on
honey
mute.
bun. Suzanne,
You're
unmute
still on
yourself.
mute.
Unmute yourself. There you
Thank
go.
you. Like Zoom 101, right? You can tell I'm not like into the corporate thing. I'm not on Zoom all the time. So I don't even know how to do this. Yeah. So normally I do my strap ahead of time, but I didn't today just because last time I did it first and Kimberly was like, I didn't do my strap. And I was like, all right, fine. I'll do it on camera.
I did my
Because I
strap
don't like
first
doing
this
my
time.
strap around. Because then I get like all excited that I made the bag and then I don't want to make the strap. So I try to do it ahead of time.
All right, I'm gonna put you guys on mute because I'm gonna blow dry my bag.
Okay, so what is the thing that you do not do when you like the last step of finishing a bag that you don't do?
I am famous for leaving the internal pocket unzipped, unsewn.
Okay.
The one that yeah, like I don't know why. I guess like by the time I do everything, I'm like, oh, okay, good. Every time before I mail out a bag, I put my hand in that internal pocket to make sure it's sewn up. And I cannot tell you how many times I've been like, oh, dang. So it's like my trademark now. Like if you get a bag with an unsewn internal pocket, it's mine.
You should win a prize.
Yeah.
It depends on the bag. I think that if it's going out to somebody, I have to like check all my boxes. But if it's gonna be in my spot for a while, I won't bind the inside of a bag if I don't have to do it right away. Like that's a project for another day.
Oh,
That
for
is
sure.
future Kimberly's problem.
So how big is that pile right now?
I think I have like 3 bags that need to be bound. Yeah.
All right.
What's yours,
fair.
Liz?
If it has an exposed zipper end, it's the zipper end.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Like I still have bags that do not have zipper ends, and I'm like, why does this not have the end of the zipper attached yet? If it's not that, it's the binding or the pocket. Like,
yeah,
because you get to that point and you're like, okay, I just can't even look at you anymore. I need to move on to the next thing because I
need some coffee and some sanity and not to see this bag anymore.
Exactly.
So because I'm using cotton webbing, you can't like burn the ends. So I make sure it's like tucked in and sandwiched in there. And I usually run a line of stitching back and forth across the edge here to keep it all in place. And then another line of stitching closer to the the adjustable slider. Oh my goodness. I'm really struggling tonight with this thing. And it's so great because I have a multicolored strap and that fairy floss thread, you can't even see the line of stitching that I made. It just looks like it's magically held in place by rainbows and good thoughts.
Do you mostly use your thread from Wizardry?
Yes, all of my thread is from there. Just because I knew it worked in my machine and they had so many cool colors. I was going to say flavors, but that's not right.
Oh god.
Thread. It has also messed me up because I'm always calling it sewing string instead of thread. I'm like, sewing string. And somebody was like, what? I was like, oh, I mean thread.
Elo. I started throwing that one out the other day because I was listening to Miss Ma'am over here talking about thread.
Hilo, hilo. I always forget how to say it. There's just some words that, because my mom's, her first language is Spanish. My first language is English. My first language is like Spanglish, actually. But there's just some words that I never, it wasn't until later in life that I realized I wasn't ever saying it in English. And
Oh,
because
that's
I went to like a mixed school, I never got like corrected. Everybody just knew what I was saying. So there's just some words that the first, it's just Spanish that comes to me. Like hilo.
like what?
I'm
What is
obsessed. This is so cute. Look, she's so nice.
So what does your business name mean, Kimberly, then? Because I don't speak Spanish.
Knots and stitches.
Oh, there we go.
And it's because I used to crochet when I first started it. So that's where the knots was from, but still works.
Well, now it's, knotting this stuff.
Yeah, still works.
All right. There we go.
Super cute.
All ready to go see a concert or
I love
sporting
it.
event, if that's your thing.
Super cute.
And I love this, like new colorful cotton webbing is like my favorite thing ever.
I really love that one. Where did you get that one?
This one is from Georgia Girl Stitches.
Mm.
And I got this really pale rainbow one.
Ooh.
It's gorgeous. And I'm hoarding. No one can have it. I'm sorry.
I gotta check out that shop.
Yeah, they have really cute webbing. But it's expensive. But they have really pretty stuff that no one else has. So I bought some of it and then left the rest of it for someone else. But it's nice. So let's see yours. So you're all done?
Mine is done.
Oh, I love it.
Here she is. With both my tags on it.
Nice. Yay. They both made it on.
They both made it on. Not one, but two. I love it. And my zippers are going in the same direction.
Wow. Maybe the second time's a charm. That's all we needed was to do it twice. The first one was a dry.
Right. The first one I was just like, oh my God. And I usually don't make that mistake, but first time for everything.
My sewing companion decided to show up.
Oh.
What you doing? He's mad because I took his bed away. He's got this little mat that he sits behind my sewing machine. He's looking for it. Like, where's my mat? Not here, dude. I needed the space for all the lights so you could see what I was doing.
I'm probably dark because I put my rainbow backdrop behind me.
It's cute though. I like it.
Thanks.
Rainbow everything.
All rainbow everything. It's either black or rainbow. No in between. Yay! Look at how cute.
Yay, it's so cute.
Yay! I love it. Love.
Awesome.
I'm happy.
You made a La Clarita.
I have. My bottom's not sewn in there, but that's fine.
That's okay. We can't see. We don't know that.
Later, this is a problem.
Exactly.
I'll put it in the Annie Strong auction in the fall, and I'll have to put a note on there that says, sorry, the inside is not finished.
Whoops.
My bad. My bad. But it's cute. It's rainbow. I love it. I love that we finished all of our bags.
I know, it was so easy. And it took us a little over an hour, but that's because we were yapping and doing
Right.
things and
Yeah,
whatever.
it's a
But
fast one.
you can eat if you have it all cut out, you probably do it in a half an hour. I could do it in a half an hour.
Yeah, it really is a fast one, especially if you're doing it in just the clear vinyl.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there's no lining and all
Right.
that. But
Yeah,
yeah,
like my
so-
version.
very exciting. Yes, well, I did. You'll see it in a few weeks when I put it out for my strike. I did one of these box bottoms with canvas and a front slip
Mhm.
pocket
A slip pocket,
Nice.
super cute. Yeah.
because I had a panel, and if I did the zip pocket, it would just curl the little bit edge of the panel over, and I was like, you know what, we're gonna try it with a front slip pocket. Why not?
And it works.
like
It
it.
looks so cute.
Yeah,
Cool.
so that's
Well, thank you
That's
for
coming out
showing
soon.
us this hack. I love it.
I know.
I'm
And
gonna
if
do these a
anybody-
lot more.
If anybody has any questions, because we went kind of slow and talked a lot, ask me or Kimberly or Liz. Don't have to. And we're happy to help you. But
Yeah.
thanks
And
for
we'll drop
showing
all
along
those
with
links
us.
for all of the shops and all of the materials that we used in the comments too.
Everybody that we talked about.
Everyone.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us, and we'll talk to you
Thank
soon.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.